Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's me, and today we're going to look at the new Martin Scorsese film, Killers of the Flower Moon. And as always, please do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe down below. So the movie is set in the 1920s, Oklahoma, with the Osage Indian tribal reservation. And by a stroke of luck, actually because of the development of the automobile, they needed oil. And oil flowed massively in here, so this Osage Indian tribe basically became ridiculously wealthy in a very short period of time. The United States government decided to declare these Native Americans incompetent and that they had to have basically a state-sponsored person to attend to all of their personal affairs and, of course, their financial affairs. So the film focuses on basically the white people who had come in and married these people and then tried to get their money. And the only way they could do that is through the inheritance. And so they basically started killing these people. All these Native Americans were killed. They were done as suicides. They were done as straight up murders. They were done as accidents. And that's what the movie focuses on. So, of course, it's a Martin Scorsese film. Some of the most remarkable thing are the powerful images that he captures on film and the powerful messages that he does as well. When you see the mistreatment, when you see the things that are, it's hard to watch. No matter what, when somebody puts to film these scenarios and you see them happening in front of you, man, it's heart-wrenching sometimes. And it's just, the disregard for a human life here is remarkably shown. It's not gratuitous in any way. As a matter of fact, a lot of it just comes off as just cold. But I think that's as a positive, not a negative. I have to be honest, there were times in the movie that I literally had to relax my hands because I was clenching my fist at the injustices, as the horrific things that were being done to these people for the sake of money was understandable and disgusting at the same time. You know, it wasn't a mystery. They were there to get the money. And these people didn't matter. They were just trampled on, treated like they weren't even people. It was very, very hard to watch. But again, an important message, I think, for everybody to think about. So Robert De Niro plays William Hale. He was kind of like the main guy for this town that helped these American Indians and kind of befriended them and took care of a lot of things. But then greed got a hold of him and he wanted to get that money just as much as the next guy. So Leonardo DiCaprio, he plays Ernest Burkhart, the nephew of Robert De Niro's character. And he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. And so Robert De Niro's character manipulates him and uses him in some of the worst ways possible. However, with these two powerhouses in this movie, Lily Gladstone, the Native American woman who actually ends up marrying Leonardo DiCaprio's character, I cannot sing her praises enough. I was blown away by her performance. Every single scene that she's in, everything that she does is spectacular. It's worth the price of admission just to see what an absolutely marvelous job she does. So, real quick, I just want to talk about a couple of negatives. Some of it was the music choices, actually. There were some things in the score that I was listening to, and it literally just, I was surprised. I was like, man, that's annoying, because it didn't really fit. There were other times that it was spectacular and everything fit together really well, and the tone of that with the movie was great. But there were a couple of instances that it was surprising to me. Literally, it was like a red flag, like, man, that's wacky. And I didn't care for that. And unfortunately, the other thing that got me was the very, very ending. So I'm not spoiling anything, but I'm gonna say this. There are times when you watch a movie, especially a true story, and at the end, as it fades to black, just before the credits, they're gonna go ahead and they're gonna put some words on the thing to tell about what happened to this person, what happened to this person, what happened to this person. And Martin Scorsese makes, in my opinion, a very peculiar choice to do a way to present that information that was not just the words. And it just came off as, it was like out of left field. It felt weird, it felt funny. And that's my biggest gripe. And I think it's mostly a gripe for me because it kind of like took me out of the moment that I was in. We were watching this thing go on. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. And then the ending kind of went to this weird thing and I was like, eh. So you may not like it. You may like it better than I did. I just thought it was a little awkward and a little bit of so out of left field that it just didn't feel right to me. All right, so as far as the score goes, I'm gonna give it an 87. 87. It's definitely worth seeing, and I think that it's magnificent, but the cinematography, the storytelling, it's Martin Scorsese. You have these unbelievable performances by 3 amazing actors. It's definitely worth the watch. All right, buddy, that wraps it up for me. Thanks so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.